right? That's something that people use daily. They're trying to supplement with something. What's something quick on the go that I can eat or I can drink that is easy to supplement for a meal? So that is obviously something that I get approached with a lot. And there are protein shakes right across the street at the vitamin shop. There are protein pull-throughs that you can get, and it is hard to choose one. And most of the time, you are drinking the wrong one. I'm just going to tell you, because there are fillers, there are binders, there is junk all scattered throughout most protein shakes on the market. So that is the first one I will talk about real fast, is our pureNourish. Who drinks these? Oh, man. Okay. So if you've not tried, if you don't drink these and you drink a different one, should I make you raise your hand? Okay. Well, I won't do that. But if you haven't tried these yet, and you are looking for a meal replacement, this is, to me, the best one. And that is because it is going to be gluten-free, it is soy-free, it is dairy-free, it's got no artificial sugars, it's got no artificial flavoring, it's got no artificial colors. It really is going to take on the flavor of whatever you put in. If you put it in a NutriBullet, you put it in with a banana. Oh, sorry. Someone's already called me out for eating a banana in the back because it's not on the approved foods list. So if you put it in with some strawberries, it's going to power boost. It's going to take on the flavor of whatever you put it in there with. Okay. If you put it in the shaker, it is going to dissolve very fast because it is very fine. To me, that is also a perk. But I just said it has no dairy, no soy. So that is also, to me, the selling ticket, because one, soy is nasty. If you didn't know it, it's nasty, especially, well, I was going to say for women, but for men just alike. But it's going to be a hormone disruptor. Soy, one, is going to mimic estrogen in the body. So women, we don't need that. Our hormones are already like this. Mine especially are really like this right now. But men, you don't really want any overgrowth here, right? You don't want to have to go in your girls' drawers and borrow anything. So you don't want to have an abundance of soy either, because I just said it's estrogen, right? It's going to mimic estrogen. So it's also going to be GMO. So 99% of your soybeans are going to be doused in that GMO, that pesticide. It's just a nasty, nasty ingredient. Also, I just said it's not dairy. I don't like whey proteins. One, they make me look like I'm 5 months pregnant after I drink them. But again, I think whey is also kind of a nasty product. So besides, it also makes me swell. It hurts my stomach. Most people are lactose intolerant, whether they realize it or not. But two, most cows are pumped with a hormone to make them produce more milk. They're produced with a bovine growth hormone. You don't think that comes into the milk when you drink it? We don't need no growth hormones. We don't need to get any bigger. Sorry, we don't. That's why we take Slenderiiz. Okay? So you really need to be thinking about these things when you're ingesting them too. Also, the artificial sugars, we know that those aren't good for us. They can cause brain fog. They can cause osteoporosis, brittle bones. They're also just toxic ingredients, artificial colors, just alike. So pureNourish doesn't have any of that. So to me, that is a winner, and it's a very clean meal replacement. Moving on to MOA. Who drinks MOA? All right, even more attendance. Does anybody have a really awesome MOA testimony? Okay, let me hear it. Come on up. Let me hear it real quick. This is probably my favorite product. Besides the fact that it's just super nutrient dense, 36 superfoods, 6 of those being medicinal mushrooms, which is a huge buzzword right now. Medicinal mushrooms, besides the fact that they're just a fad, they're going to remain popular, because if you just start really researching medicinal mushrooms, you're going to get so many hits on the fact that they're good for your brain. They're good for cognition. They're good for cancer prevention. They're good for cancer splitting. They're just all around very healthy. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and hear.
I'm Brandy. I know y'all saw my picture up there. So along with the weight loss, I started MOA, and I did not walk for 9 months because of a bad surgery on my foot. I also developed what's called CRPS. So it's a nerve disorder. So they put you on Lyrica, that had me maxed out. And when I started the MOA within a month, I was able to decrease that. So as I continue to take it, I'm actually able to decrease my Lyrica and come off nerve medication when they told me I would be on it the rest of my life. And I just started walking 3 weeks ago. So
And she probably doesn't realize the lion's mane mushroom helps with the nerve repair. So again, going back to those mushrooms. Okay. It also helps with inflammation. Where's Miss Linda? Do we have her leg is one of the most famous legs with MOA slides. It's okay if we can't pull it up. Todd's pulling it up, but we're going to let her tell her testimony real quick.
Like I said a while ago, I did not start with Slenderiiz. I started with MOA. My ankle was like a baseball bat. I had no movement. I couldn't move. But it all started from a weight loss surgery that went bad. I gained 130 pounds in 3 months, and everything went downhill. But we're on top.
So her leg lost the swelling because she started using the MOA. And there, yep. And your picture is going to come up. So again, there's no break, there's no injury to this leg. The inflammation came off because she used that supplement. Oh, well, we love it. Come on up, Jimmy.
She just threw me right in there, didn't she? I started taking MOA when she brought it home, and I didn't know. She just told me it was going to give me energy and help me and this and that. I got psoriasis all over my legs and on my elbows. I started taking it. I was taking 1 to 2 a day for about a month. And Todd come to one of her open launch parties. And he asked me, he says, well, how's your psoriasis? I said, well, I don't know. Is it supposed to help? I always wear jeans so nobody can see my legs. You know, I'm embarrassed about it. So I turned to the side and I pulled my pants up. I'm like, look, it's gone. You can't even see it. So it's amazing. I had to get shots. I've got like 60 every time I went to the doctor because they had to inject it everywhere because it was so bad. I hadn't went to the doctor to get since what, June? May or June. When I started, I hadn't been on it at all. No medication for psoriasis. So it's definitely helped me.
All right. Are we switching? Okay. Are you moving to a different slide? Yeah, you can move to a different one. We'll see what's coming in next. You can obviously see all the different ingredients that is in it. So just so you know, it is food-based. It is naturally preserved, which is also another perk of this product, besides the fact that it's in the 1.7 ounces. It's going to be slightly fermented and essential oil. So there is no negatives to this. It used to be in a big jug when I first started drinking it, so it had to be refrigerated. Now it's in these little convenient packets. If you're not using the optimals, this is just another cellular nutrition. This one is in the physician's desk reference, which is very rare that you can have supplements in the physician's desk reference. It's going to be in clinical doses. This is one of my favorite products. It's one of the first ones I started using. So it's been around since the beginning of the line. It came when Slenderiiz first started, was out, and it is one that Dr. Strand highly recommends. So it's also a good addition to add in as part of just a very good foundation of cellular nutrition. Okay. It is pill form. So if you're not a pill form kind of person, that's why sometimes that MOA is nice, but I do both. Imagine that. You do too. Yeah. Probably. Go to restoriix next. It's the multivitamins. So it's going to be your vitamins and minerals foundations of them. Yep. And they are food-based too. So restoriix. So this one is going to be the one that's going to help detox you. Is what we kind of call the detox in the bottle. Anybody trying this right now? Because a lot of, yes, perfect. This is the perfect time of season, I think, to try restoriix because we just came off the holidays, right? A lot of people on my team, we kind of did a 1-month restoriix blast because it's kind of helping detox through that nasty sugar season that we just got out of. But who was it? Ms. Linda. Ms. Linda just asked me, she said, kind of hit a plateau. What can I do to maybe break it? restoriix is a really good way to try to break through a weight loss plateau. Because sometimes when you hit, who said it works? Yeah. Okay. Okay. You want to tell us a little bit, Misty? Just stand up real, maybe give me a 60-second. If you've hit a weight loss plateau. A lot of times you will hit a toxic layer of fat. You do store toxins in adipose tissue. Besides storing them in kidneys and brains and bone, you're going to store heavy metals there. But sometimes when you hit a toxic layer of fat, your body doesn't want to release it because it's saying, I don't want those toxins to go into her or his bloodstream. It makes you feel bad. But if you can get them pulled out and expelled, and your body says, oh, okay, we're fine now, we'll start releasing again. And that is going to be essentially what restoriix does. The zeolite, the chlorella, they are negatively charged, and they're going to help attract those positively charged heavy metals, and they're going to help push them through the GI tract and help you expel them. You don't realize all the toxins you're exposed to in your air, in your water, in your food, ladies, your cosmetics, and it is getting stored and your body is stuffing them away to protect you. And this is going to help pull them out. Okay. So I always say if you can do a 1-month restoriix binger, maybe call it, it's going to really accelerate maybe weight loss, but also just, it's really just beneficial for you as a whole health basis. And Magna Cal D. So this is our last product I'm going to talk about real quick. This is our magnesium, calcium, vitamin D. Besides the fact that all women should be using this, I really think that men should too. Obviously, this is going to be our bones. Okay, this is going to help keep our bones strong, especially women over the age of 60. You're just going to be more at risk for brittle bones. But vitamin D is also going to be the precursor. So this is a prohormone. It's going to be the precursor to helping all your hormones just get lit up. Where is Miss Cynthia? I bet she could really give me a little help with this one too. But vitamin D is also just really connected to all your immune reactions as well. So when you do vitamin D, you are going to help basically your immune system be pumped up. You think it's really a coincidence that the flu season is between November and March? No, why? Cold season? Is it cold? Because it's cold. People always say because it's cold outside. No, it's because it is. I mean, you're inside, but you're not getting any sun. So if you're not getting any sun, body's not making vitamin D. So you're more likely to get sick, and your white blood cells get reacted. Your vitamin D needs to be up for your white blood cells to start working, essentially. So it's more common for you to be sick because you're not getting your vitamin D levels up. Also, autoimmune diseases are typically more flared up in the cold seasons. Why? Because vitamin D also acts like a natural steroid. Well, steroids are natural anti-inflammatories. Okay, so if your body is not fighting inflammation naturally, we know inflammation is going to be just a whirlwind in your body and catapulting and signaling off all that inflammation. Well, obviously, that's when you're going to start recognizing all of those other responses, like your arthritis or your lupus. All of those things are going to be just flaring off. It's not a coincidence that vitamin D is really, really important in playing a role in your immune system. So to me, I think you should be upping that. I do it twice a day in the cold months. Didn't really help me last week because I still got the flu. That's another story. But I've really upped it again, and I've started taking my MOA more again. Misty's going to talk about that later, how self-care is super important with your rest. And So to me, this is a super important product all around, women, men alike. It's in perfect formulations. It will help keep your kidneys healthy. There's not too much calcium, the perfect amount to vitamin K2 to magnesium. So super great addition. Does anybody have any questions before we break? I know that was really quick. I was trying to keep us on track before we start. Vanilla? Mm-hmm. You want to pull it up? Oh, I have it up here too. Then we'll give it away. Do Noni, do Elite. Do it. Where's he at? This is vinali. I might get my dad to come up and give a testimony on it. So this is the souped up grapeseed and vitamin C product. Where is my dad? Oh, he has a PowerPoint? So impressed. In China, they actually call this one the beauty pill. I'm going to talk to you. This one's the one that actually helped him with his asthma. Okay, so I'd like for him to tell his story about it. But if you didn't know, a lot of a really good for women, vitamin C in high amounts will actually be the precursor of helping you make collagen. So if you can add this one in, typically your skin will pay off. You want it to tighten, you want the sagging to stop, you want your skin to be tighter. This is a really good addition to Superdose, and it can help with that collagen production. The grapeseed in this one is really good for epithelial tissue in the lungs. So it's typically why people notice a change in their breathing when they get on it. It can help the inflammation in the trachea and the lungs expand. So which is why I'm going to let him tell his story real quick.
Used to have a website for things out there of how these things develop. And we have to read it very product.
Yeah.
They have to ever diagnose for free. Be real careful on all that. But he has what he calls a clinical dose. So vitamin C, 2 a day is normal. His clinical dose is 6 a day. And if you do 6 a day, that's for things like asthma, pulmonary conditions. It's going to really loosen that up. And then, obviously vitamin C, if you do your research, is really good on preventing a lot of things. So you can't take too much. You'll just pee it out if you do.
And that's going to be his testimony of this asthma.
Well, I wasn't aware I was going to do this, but I've done it several times. So I'll be honest, when I joined this company, I did not have any interest in taking any nutritional products. I was only interested in the financial side of it. So I guess I should always throw that in because it's like now, and they made me take this rapeseed extract vinali. I mean, I wasn't going to take it, but they're like, they kept worrying the crap out of me. So since age 7, I'd used an inhaler every day. I was on 2 oral medications. Anybody got asthma in the room? Nobody. I can't believe that. 2. Okay. So I was on inhalers. Y'all seen the little rescue inhalers, right? And I also took a steroid inhaler. And you probably don't know if they're powder. I see the nurse put Advair, Pulmicort, all kinds of different things daily. If I could take as much as they let me have of it. And then I took shots because I wanted to do things to help. Anybody had any prednisone? Okay. Steroids. Okay. Blew up to 3. That's a different story. 318 pounds. But the point I'm going to make about the vinali is I didn't want to take it, but I did. And I don't, I'm not cured. I want to make this this did not cure my asthma. You'll have some notices a little bit times, but I have not been on a medication for 10 years. That's the best way I can put it. And I didn't notice it at first. I also had a chronic cough. I actually have a cough today, but it's because of a viral infection I just got over. But I had a cough that was asthmatic, and everybody noticed my cough. It was so bad, people felt sorry for them. They'd hand me water because like you're coughing. I'm like, how was that bad? And my wife was the first to notice it. She said, "You're not coughing. And I haven't seen you pick up your inhaler." Isn't that crazy? So somebody says, "How many did you take?" I took 8 a day. That's what I just told Brittany. So jump it to 8 for 60 days. Now, it may not help everybody, but it made a huge difference in my life. I ain't cured of anything, but I can tell you this, it made a difference in the way I feel. Okay.
I'm going to say you're jealous. Again, I have to say, was reminded for women, post-weight loss, vinali can help tighten that skin. Okay. I have to brag that I have a burn up here. If you want to tackle me or you want to come pay me, come on. Anyways, no, Brent said he wanted to talk about Limu real quick, and I just wanted to make all of you jealous.
All right, so we're going to talk about Limu just really quick. First of all, I'm still working with Coach on the pronunciation of Limu. It's Lee Jeans and Moo Cow, Limu. So I will say this about Limu, it's kind of the hidden secret. You know, it's for most of the year, all the way leading up through January, it was the #2 selling product in our company, which is powerful because we don't really talk about it. People find it. They find it. They like the way it tastes. But I want to tell you, obviously, I was one of the master distributors of that company and fortunate to have it today, and we serve the world with it. I have a big team in Japan. They use it every day. They understand the power of seaweed. But inside of the cell walls of seaweed that grows in the South Pacific is a very potent superfood. And that superfood's called fucoidan. You can do, it's over 2,000 studies done, probably nearing 3,000 today on PubMed.gov. So this product is a very, you know, people ask me all the time, why does it taste good? Because if you tasted the extract of just fucoidan, you would never drink it again. Okay? So we put some fruit juices, some things in there that make it palatable, make it taste good. But, you know, I would highly encourage you to pick a superfood that we have within the company. You know, I drink MOA every day, and then I cycle where I drink Limu every day. I cycle where I drink Tahitian noni every day. So find yours, and but they're super powerful, and Limu is one of those products. So I think we're going to take about a 10-minute break, so you can go to the restroom, get you something to drink or eat, and we'll see you back in 10. Thank you.